She don't like being on camera. Now we live.
Honestly.
All right.
To me.
Hold on, we're locked on me. So.
What's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Hey, shit, man. Living life. You know, trying to breathe.
So you've been stippling a lot of shit. What do you use to stipple?
My fucking solder iron and fucking Hold on, let me get out of it. Hold up, let me show you. Okay, it's a regular soldering iron. I need to get some more tips, but
okay.
It's a regular soldering iron. Yeah. Pretty good. I got some shit. Let me see. I did this motherfucker. I don't know if you've seen it already.
Yeah, I can see. It's a little blurred. All right.
Hold on, let me get it clarified. Can you see it now?
Yep. Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, it looks better in person, obviously. This fucking camera. Yeah, it's focused.
There you go.
I mean, it still looks better than that in person. You can't really see how it looks. But I did that shit, and I did this one, which I like this pattern a lot better. She don't like being on camera. Oh, what's that? Now we like that. Alright. Alright, hold on. So, fucking. I don't know, that's just like tiny light taps. It's not even holes. It's just like tiny like dents in it. Like I like that pattern better. Hold on, maybe I can get some full res pictures of it or something like that. Matter of fact, I can probably do that shit like right now.
This was the first thing I did yesterday.
Let's see
if I can get it.
Okay, I did an A2 grip. See, that looks good.
It's a little rough, but yeah.
Right, but it looks good because of the tip you're using. You're able to get them perfect circles. See, with the tip I can't. It's not a point. It's a flat. So I got to use the corners, and it doesn't give you the perfect circles. I did this. That's why I like the little tapping. So I did this A2 grip right here. Maybe if I put my camera where the fuck it's supposed to be, if I can get a better fucking view. But let's see. It's like these fucking webcams. You just do. Right, I just do light tap.
And it's more like the SIG texture.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And then on this one, this side I did I melted down the nubs on the A2 grip, and this side I didn't. So it's like a distinctly different look. It's almost the same. You can't really tell, but I did, and I taped this one off, so it's like perfectly, you know what I mean, just in that one area and shit.
Cool. The only thing else I did.
Once when I get a tip, like I guess what you're using to make those circles and practice with that a little bit, then I'll do a gun. But you know, yeah, I practice on mags.
I did that with just little taps instead of the holes. Right. And this polymer, it felt a lot different melting this than compared to this Troy. It's like a $10 pistol grip.
Right.
But yeah,
that's why whenever I start off on a different, I do the taps to see how fast it's melting before I try the style I want. But with this too, like these are all different patterns in each group. I was just practicing, so kind of got like the kind of technique that I like down, the grip texture that I like, and that's just them like fast little taps all over the place. That's how I like it. I'm thinking about doing these grips right here, 11 and Magpul grips, but I like the texture that's already on these, and it hasn't worn away yet because I don't shoot the guns. So.
Are those the Magpul 1911 grips?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do they have the thumb cutout on the On the left side, or is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's really fucking comfortable. Like, drop this mag without losing that grip. Even though it's still uncomfortable, you still wanna
Yeah, they look
twist,
cool.
but you can drop the mag without loosening the grip. Let me see if I can take some good pictures of this shit.
But that soldering iron kit, that was $25 at Radio Shack. It comes with 11 tips or something, 7 tips, something like that. But I can see it came with that one that everybody makes the dragon scale Glocks with. Those fucking horrible.
Oh, the little spade looking one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should crush that thing and flatten it out and turn it into a necklace or something. Get rid of it. There's got to be useful for something.
Right. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to take the fucking flash off of this motherfucker. Guess I gotta go into the menu on this. The fuck do I take the flash off? Oh, okay. Flash off. I'm trying to get a good picture of this motherfucker, and then I can put that up.
I don't know if I'm ready to stipple any Glock frames yet.
Nah, not yet.
I think if I do, it'll be used police trading or something. It won't. It's not gonna be.
That's the same kind of thing I was thinking, you know?
Yeah. I don't want to ruin one of my own, like, full amount.
I'm so confident in myself that I would do it, no problem. But I also like the skill of some of the professional. Like, I love to be able to send my shit to Boresight Solutions or this other company that I was showing last night. We just got like some badass shit.
Yeah, I like those too.
Let me see if I can fucking. I think I got some of their pictures.
I especially like the mag release cutout they do.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I mean, I understand the function and I think it looks cool, but I probably wouldn't do that unless I'm going like all out on a gun. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like every single one of my guns have to have this type shit.
I'm thinking I might try to do it myself on my G30.
Shit, that's
30S.
but use something that you
Actually, I
can
don't know
reference
if I
the
need
size, like that you can mark the size with though. That's all I have to say. Matter of fact, I got this shit in my history. Let's see.
Yeah, the lines on the Boresight ones are just really nice.
Yeah, no, right.
I don't know if they're using lasers and shit, probably.
I know. No. Actually, if you zoom in to pictures, I don't know about Boresight, but this other company who look just as good that I'm about to actually let me share this with you. The fuck? I was showing Yankee this shit last night. He was really liking it. What the fuck? Why can't I screen share, man? Oh, because I'm locked on. No, what the fuck? I can't screen share. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. So, actually, I'm gonna pull up my favorite one. Exactly. I want to send my fucking shield to this place and have them do my shield exactly like this, apart from the horrible fucking circle job.
Yeah, I listened to some of the after chat. He said he wanted to bead blast his slide to a shield, right?
Oh yeah, that was Junkie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or I
The
was
picture he
listening
showed
to.
me looked really nice. It was like two-tone. How good is this fucking picture?
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
How cool? Yeah, like that. Like their stippling is like fucking. That's amazing. Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
It's crazy. And it's the
stylized.
outline. All the outline is dots. All the outline is dots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, when I'm gonna do my outline will be masked off with painter's tape. So, but that shit is really fucking nice. I fucking took the safety out of my shield today. Put a fucking plug in there and to block that hole off.
So is that a third party plug? Oh, let me lock on you.
No, this is Smith and Wesson's plug for the regular MMP. I told them to send me a plug for the shield, but I'm guessing they don't make it, so they sent me the one for the regular MMP frame. I mean it fits kind of. It's loose in there, but what I'm gonna do is fucking I'm gonna probably sand it down a little bit, get some epoxy in there, sand that down, whatever, and then stipple over it when I do my stipple job on this gun. So right now
Yeah, you
it's
won't even see it.
yeah, exactly. It's gonna be sanded and stippled over, so you never know. But now, no safety. I don't have to worry about a safety at all
Cool. Safety
without
on
having
the
to buy
internal.
without having to buy another gun. But I'm not gonna carry it until I test it out. Even though I'm sure it won't fucking go off just because if you look at how the safety works, the safety literally blocks the trigger bar from being pulled. You know what I mean? It doesn't do anything else. Like
Yeah.
the safety doesn't work
It
with
should be
any.
just as safe as a Glock,
Right,
but
it is. It is. I
still
mean,
has.
all the safety does is all it is a trigger safety. It doesn't affect any other safeties that's in the gun or anything like that. That's why I'm confident that I won't have any problems with it. I can pull the part out. I was talking to Marco about it. He was being a dick about it today.
Shit.
Let me-
Because I had an older M&P last year and I sold it. It didn't have a hole in it, but it didn't have a safety either.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, because they make them without the safeties too. But this is
Yeah.
the safety, right, for this gun. It just wraps around the sear housing, and this piece right here is the piece that stops that trigger bar from coming in. You know what I mean? And hitting it. It just gets in its way, so it can't move back any further. And that's how the safety works. So taking that out is just like having the safety off all the time. You know what I mean? It's not there to block it. So.
Yeah.
And then I took the little plunger thing that locks into those grooves. You can fucking see it. Locks into those grooves to make it actually click when it works. I took that out, so I won't worry about that shit falling out. And the block actually helped me because there's a sear pin in there that can just come out, and the safety kind of keep that in there. So that block pushes up against the side of that housing too to keep that from coming out. So I mean, it works. You know. My plan kind of worked out. But I don't know. For the meantime, I'm gonna sand that down. As you can see, it's higher
Yeah.
than the fucking gun. Feel it. But I'm gonna sand that down and probably epoxy it down in place. Let me see if I can break it down real quick. Yeah, see the fucking shit's in there. Fuck.
Yeah, I see
I
it.
fucking hate these. Yeah. All
I
right.
see the sear. Did they make an Apex sear for the shield?
Yeah. I'm gonna do all that too. I just haven't, I can't do it right now.
Because you
But
might want to do that. You might want to get that sear before you epoxy your
oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
that.
I'm
pin
gonna
from popping
epoxy
out.
this. I'm just gonna epoxy this little plunger, this thing right here into it. It won't affect. It doesn't affect you from like taking the sear housing out or anything like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, you can still take it in or out. It just fills in that gap, and everything holds in nice. Like this can't pop out unless the sear housing is out, so I don't have to worry about that. And it's foolproof. Like Smith and Wesson was trying to like try to not do it. They won't do it for you basically. As they said, it'll change the part number. So I was like, all right, do it myself. Send me the fucking plugs. So like, all right, whatever, cool. Now you don't have to worry about a safety. Nothing. Because I was gonna just leave that piece in there and just cut off the fucking shit. But then I still got that safety switch in there that can click up or down, and that could get fucking confusing. I'm thinking, it's like you got a safety, but it doesn't actually work in, either position. Hey.
Where's Fistful of Polymer? He was complaining. There was no pre-chat.
Who the fuck is sending me a message? Ed sent me a message.
Yeah, it's a link.
Oh, okay. That's such a
JB Weld that shit, G-Web said.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do, son.
Robbie said put a piece of duct tape on it.
Whatever. Hold on, I'm trying to read the fucking comments myself. Let me see. Robbie says, B. Girk has such an elegant way of words. Yes, I fucking do. To chat. Schedule time. MP. Okay. Give you all that shit. Use the duct tape when it be asking. Duct tape could fucking work. I could just go full Girk and leave the hole as is. I would. I would. I don't care about the fucking hole in the fucking thing. I'm fucking. I don't give a fuck about fucking a big ass. I don't give a fuck about that shit. It's just that piece holds in that sear pin from falling out.
Where are you at now, Virginia?
Huh?
Virginia?
Who? I live in
That's
Virginia.
where you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get Virginian debris in that hole.
But guess what? The fucking I put some debris in there. That might stop the pin from coming out. You know what I mean? But my gun's still gonna work. And if my gun don't work, I just beat the shit out of somebody. Like, who beat Gert? I can't remember, man. Beat the shit out of a motherfucker. Ain't that right, babe? Baby. Yeah. Ain't that right? I beat the shit out of a motherfucker. Right? No. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then bring me that ass. Alright. Hurry up. So what? We supposed to be going to Edge chat or something?
At 10.
Oh, at 10. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, let me fucking... What the fuck is... I'll just reset me.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Oh, shit. What's going on, Steve?
Not too much.
I don't really know you, man. What's going on? I'm bigger.
I
said I don't really know you, but I'm bigger.
Steven. Fistful Ball. Pretty much lurk. So I watch all the, pretty much watch everything, but rarely contribute. So.
Right, I hear you. I've seen you in a few chats and shit. I think I talked to you in a few chats.
Yeah.
I never knew who the fuck you was, but it's all good. I've been thinking about doing a live show myself, man. Just start like a fucking B-Gert show. Fucking just talk about a bunch of badass, like, shit that motherfuckers scared to talk about.
It seems like there were more shows, like, in the last few months and I guess they kind of died off. I don't know. At least that's from my observations.
Right.
Yeah, is that practically tactical still on or whatever?
I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. All right. Yeah, I can
Tag out.
fucking. Here's better pictures of my fucking. You see the stipple now?
Yes.
Yeah, that one. That's just the other side of it. That was like the first thing I actually stippled, so that ain't the best. Um, and who the fuck
No, it
knows what
looks good.
pictures of?
Looks like the oblong pattern instead of
Right.
the circles, the dots.
Yeah, that's how my shit puts it out in that oblong type pattern.
Yeah, it's still a nice pattern.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. I guess I have one of them tips.
Yeah, but I like the straight fucking holes for real. Baby, don't you got a camera? You got an SD card in that joint? Hmm? No, that's what I'm asking you. I thought you had a camera. If you find that joint, let me use the SD card. Look. Damn.
You okay?
Too much vapor at once?
Yeah, man.
That shit's gonna kill you one day.
It's a lot of shit that'll kill you one day. I ain't worried about this.
That was a rhetorical statement, I guess.
Mine was a rhetorical statement too. You know what I say to that? Let me play you an excerpt real quick. What you say to all the motherfuckers who just like, all your haters, man.
Classy.
That's just how I feel. I feel, man.
I'm sure you can make a GIF out of that. A nice instant GIF.
Where the fuck is my program for my cameras, man? Fuck. I had to fucking restart my computer and now I lost all my fucking programs for my fucking camera. I can't. These fucking cameras retarded, man. It exports your videos in this weird ass format, man. That like nothing fucking reads. It's a great camera, but it's just, oh man.
Yeah, I had that same problem with them glasses with the camera on them.
Which ones is them?
iView.
Yeah, I think I heard you talking about them.
Yeah.
You're telling me I should do my my thing. I'm fuck a live chat or a fucking show. I might have started doing a vlog, man.
Like Hickok's vlogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna just fucking walk around and record shit like a hipster, man. What's the legal ramifications of that mod? Defense lawyer for the perp would eat that up, saying Girk modify his gun to be less safe. Honestly, yes. No, we was. You just said, they didn't movie. All right, you can watch the movie. But let me answer this question. So, fucking, I'm not too concerned about that. No legal ramifications and shit like that with the fucking safety. Because
I feel like if that happened, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
if I had to fucking, if I have to shoot somebody, like, I'm not stupid. If I have to fucking shoot somebody, it is fucking legal and just, right? The last thing I'm worried about is the courts saying anything about any safeties on my fucking guns. The biggest thing I'm worried about is making them believe that I shot the guy in, legally and self-defense or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about no safeties and shit. I can dismiss that. Smith & Wesson makes a gun without a safety. They sent me the grip plug, so I had an email chain, me talking to them about taking the safety out. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, I'm not worried about that. I got millions and millions of data on the internet where people does the same exact thing with guns, take safeties out. It doesn't make the gun less safe. I'm a military armorer, so I kind of know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to working on guns. You know what I mean? I'm not, that's the last thing on my mind. I'm not worried about that. But go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I was just the same thing with regards to there being a shield sole with no safety. Because really, what you're doing is you're replicating a product that you could have purchased, like off the shelf today.
You're just updating your
Right.
shape.
Yeah. It's a factory modification, really. If they sent you the part, you could argue that if Smith & Wesson endorses this, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I agree with you too. Like, I don't think if you were to, let's say you've got like a Ruger SR9 or something, and took the safety off that, they don't sell a safetyless Ruger SR9. But at the same time, I wouldn't be too worried about it. If you shot a defense and it was, clearly in defense. Yeah.
Exactly, and then that modification is making it more safe for me because I'm negating something that if I forget to do could possibly lead me to dying or or whatever the situation may be. You know what I mean? It's but I'm gonna hop off.
If you took a safety off a Ruger SR9, you got to the point where it was either engaging accidentally constantly or you just didn't have the money to afford a Glock, so you just kept going with your SR9.
I mean, there's like 25 safeties on the SR9, I'm not sure if you can just take one off. I think
there's a bunch of ways, and your lawyer could argue for you in your defense.
I'm not a big fan of Ruger SR pistols at all. But.
No. I had one. I had an SR9C.
Compact, yeah. I think I shot one time, and I wasn't really impressed. I liked the SR22. That's kind of a different class than the 940, 45. I think this chat coming up will be interesting with regards to the Glock versus the M&P. I'm clearly, I have a favorite, and I'm definitely biased, but I'm curious to see what people say.
So you like M&Ps better?
No. Oh no. My first gun was a Glock 22. Right now, all my guns are Glocks. One time when I was at the range, my stepdad and I were just renting different guns, try them out. We rented some random Smith & Wesson revolver. Rented an M&P 9C, and this was like a range gun, right? So it had a stock trigger, stock everything, and there's no reset. The trigger is terrible, and then people hate on Glock triggers, but I mean, it's like, it just felt like squeezing a sponge. It was terrible. I'm also not a fan of the sizes. Like, I feel like with Glock, for example, you have the 26, 19, and 17, and you have the, I don't want to say extremely small, but the smallest, kind of the moderate size 19, and the large 17. Whereas with the M&Ps, you've got the C and the full size, and there's really no, I would argue, in between. There's no Glock 19 equivalent to go with any M&P line.
Yeah, I have a video about that I made a long time ago when my wife had the compact M&P, but hers didn't have a shitty trigger. It had like kind of it didn't have an audible reset, but it had a tactile reset that you could feel.
And it was a stock trigger as well?
Yeah, it was stock.
So my understanding is that they've actually had a revision with regards to the trigger. I don't know anything about it. I'm assuming.
I've heard that too, but you'd think that every one of the M&Ps were upgraded by now. But I hear about people still buying brand new ones that have the shitty triggers. So, I mean, I had a 45 compact, I had the M&P 9 full size, and my wife had the compact. And out of all the triggers, hers was the most different and the best. I had to put an Apex Sear in my full size 9.
That's kind of the common modification. When people argue, at least from what I've seen, people argue MP versus Glock. The major complaint is I don't want to buy a gun that's almost the same price as a Glock and then have to go out and buy a trigger upgrade just to get it on the same level with regards to the trigger.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, at least on a local forum that I frequent, you can get M&Ps really cheap. I think they're typically police trade-ins, but you can get like a 40 full size for like $320.
Yep.
I have no idea if regards to the condition, but if I was on a budget where I only had $300 to spend on the gun, it would probably be the M&P 40 full size.
Yeah, I got mine. It was brand new, factory night sights for $4.99.
Well.
So all the guns are a little cheaper around here, I think. I mean, DB says he's in Atlanta, and they're about the same prices. Like Gen 4 Glocks are $550, regular Gen 3 Glocks are $500. Most of the time, M&Ps are $499 or $500, depending on the model. The VTAC is a little more expensive.
Yeah, I haven't really kept up with the M&P prices around here, primarily because I'm not super interested in new ones. I know Glocks tend to be, depending on where you go, somewhere between $575 and $525. So relatively expensive, I guess, compared to something. I mean, it literally depends on like where on the street you are. There are gun shops on the same street where the price of it's gonna be $50.
Oh yeah. I'm talking lowest price in my area. If I go with the highest price, then you'll be paying too much.
Yeah, especially if you go to like Bass Pro Shop and those places. That's insane. Like the prices they have. I think I saw a Glock 26. This is when I was in the market for a Glock 26. They had one for $700. Brand new Gen 4, and I was like. But the thing is, though, is they get away with that price because people buy them at that price. People want their first gun. They don't know to go to a local gun shop or go online and get it shipped, and it's unreal. Like even at local gun shops, the prices can be kind of outrageous. I was at the range a few weeks ago, and I was waiting for a lane, and some woman bought a Tavor for I think it was around $2,700. And after she left, the people were basically making fun of her for paying so much for a Tavor. I looked on Slick Gun just out of curiosity. So I don't really keep up with rifle prices, and I knew it was excessively high.
You overpaid by like $1,000.
Well, I think the cheapest I saw was like $1,500, but still, that's like, you could get two.
I was gonna say, did you get like an ACOG on the top of it?
I'm sorry.
No optic? Did you get like an ACOG?
No, it was the one with the mount, but no optics. So, and then like to top it off, whenever they were buying it, they asked if they wanted the extra magazines. So they went and bought some PMags from them. Of course, those were like $30 there. So it's just like, it kills me. But I'm not going to sit there and tell them like if they can't do the research on their own, I'm not going to.
They'll figure it out. I mean, they'll figure it out when they want to know more about their guns, so they go and research it.
Yeah.
It sucks, though.
I'm kind of undecided. So I'm in the position right now where eventually I want to start getting some rifles, and I don't know what I want. I've got a few AR lowers just kind of sitting in the safe.
You want an AK?
I've looked at it. Well, this is the thing, too. Is I have a good bit of 223, even though I have no guns chambered in 223 or 5.56, obviously. I have a bunch of AR mags. They're just GI mags, and so I've been looking at the AKs that are chambered in 223 that accept the AR mags, and I know for a while they were selling for like $400, and the prices went up, and
Oh yeah.
it's
I think there's like the Krebs conversion, and that's above 500.
yeah. But yeah, I was looking at the AK pistols and looking at reviews for the Century Arms. What are they calling them? The arm brace or whatever. And it seems like, at least with the AK version, the strap or whatever tends to slide left and right, so it's not really super reliable. Or I guess I don't want to say reliable. It's not like having an actual stock, right? It's not like a stock replacement that the ATF doesn't mind.
No, you need to KB weld that shit.
Yeah. Well, see, I would be afraid of doing any modifications because I feel like the second you modify that thing, the ATS will show up at your door and say, go to prison, don't pass $50. I try not to mess around with stuff that has that potential. That's why I'm stuck with my boring Glocks.
The new Ruger AR-15, I guess it's the SR-556. No,
I think it's the AR-556. Isn't it something?
Yeah, it's something else. 556. That looks pretty interesting.
I think it's supposed to compete with the M&P Sport 15, right? It's supposed to be like the kind of budget AR.
Yeah, except it has a dust cover and a forward assist.
Yeah.
It has a couple other features. I forget. It has a bayonet lug. It has a government profile barrel. It doesn't have no floating on the barrel or whatever. It has like the sling attachment somewhere. I forget. I don't know. I'd have to watch the video again, but it has like a couple of other bells and whistles that aren't on standard entry-level ARs, and that's supposed to be $600 when it comes out. So.
That's the MSRP, or that's the street price?
That's going to be like the street price. I think the MSRP is $699 or $750 or something.
Yeah. So I've seen Sport 15s go for, I think the lowest I've seen is $535. But if I'm spending that much money, I wouldn't mind spending extra $70 and getting something that resembles more of an actual AR, rather than the budget without the budget upper with the no forward assist and the dust cover. Yeah.
I've seen some pretty cool custom builds that didn't have forward assists, but they always had dust covers.
I mean, people, from what I've seen, people said it's not such a huge deal unless it's for range purposes, right? If you're not going to be getting a ton of dust or sand in the AR, it's not a huge deal. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I like them on there.
Yeah, I can understand the attraction to it.
ARRP. Robbie typed it wrong. Or ARtober? Artober. Yeah, some guy in Sandy has a 9C.
Yeah, I always feel bad talking crap about MPs, but people, it seems like what you're saying and what I've seen online is some people have really good luck with the triggers, some people have worse luck with the triggers. And it seems like like you're saying in the chat, the reports seem to be that the Shield has the best trigger so far. I haven't shot a Shield yet, and for a long time I really wanted one, and then when they came out with the one without a safety, I wanted one even more. At this point, I think I'm going to hold out for the Glock 9, the single stack 9, if they ever make it, release it.
Yeah, I was about to buy one of the safetyless shields for $399, and I ended up getting the Glock 41 instead. Went complete opposite direction.
Yeah. See, I I kind of don't want to buy a Glock single stack 9 because I don't want to reward Glock for making a gun that they should have made years ago. And I hate the fact that I understand from kind of a marketing perspective why they released the 40. Or you said 41, right? I'm sorry, I thought you meant
Well,
40.
you shouldn't boycott it if you didn't buy the 42. I mean, if you
That's
didn't fall for that, you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, it's just they're so far behind the curve. It's really frustrating. I mean,
If they
even
do release a single stack 9 or a staggered stack 9 or however they call it, I'll definitely wait to see if there's not recalls, but behind the scenes fixes
well,
and upgrades like they did with the 42
right, right.
before I buy one.
It seems like with the 42 earlier there were issues with regards to the slide locking open prematurely with hot ammo, and it seems like the 42 was kind of a test bed to kind of lead up to the 9 millimeter. I mean, obviously the 9 millimeter is going to be uh, a much more intensive round with regards to beating the frame up compared to a 380. But I think that's kind of what they were aiming for. So I'm hoping that by working out the kinks in the 42, they've got a head start on working out the kinks in 9 millimeter. Give me 1 second, sorry.
Yep.
All right, sorry about that. But so going back to my Glock 42 rant, I think the most frustrating thing is it's I feel like it's too large for what it is. So you can get like a car 380 or a car 9 and be smaller than uh, the 42. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, well, it's great that it's large because then you can get a better grip on it. It can have a longer barrel, so you get more energy out of a 380." But it's a concealed carry pistol, right? It's being large is not necessarily a good thing. I don't know. It's
Yeah, I kind of don't have a need for the 42 or a similar size 9 millimeter pistol either. I don't think. I think a G26 would be enough.
yeah,
I usually wear pants where I can throw a gun that sized in the pocket. I'm not worried about pinky. I usually don't practice on smaller guns with a pinky extension or whatever. So
mhm.
if I can fit it in my pocket, it doesn't matter to me really if it's double stacked. As long as it's not like ridiculously fat and the
Right, right.
controls are all crazy.
So I think I'm the opposite. I'm in a position where it's so I daily carry a 19, which I can conceal fine in shorts, but I can barely fit like the car 9 in my pockets. I tend to have really, I guess I'm kind of a smaller stature, so my pockets are pretty small. Um, and I had a 26 for a while that I carried, and I, I went through this phase where I felt like all of my barrels had to at least be 9, or excuse me, not 9 inches, 4 inches, but the Glock 19's barrel. Um, and so I got rid of the 26, and I mean, to me, I can carry the 19 probably better than 26 because the longer grip helps it kind of press against my back because I carry it at about 530,
Yeah.
and so I feel more confident with regards to the grip not sticking out under the shirt or anything like that. Um, but I kind of want a small 9 just to carry like around the house and when I go for walks and I don't really want to carry a big old 19.
Well, trust me, I'll get one if I can justify a roll. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the position I'm in too because I've got a 22 and two 19s, which pretty much fit every role I need at this point. Especially with winter coming, there's really no reason to buy a smaller pistol. It's just going to sit around for a few months when I don't even use it.
yeah. I almost bought it a couple times just because it's the least expensive Glock.
Hmm.
if you have $400 burning a hole in your pocket, just go buy a Glock 42.
Yeah, I mean, I think
If you
it'd
want
be
a
cool to
brand
have
new
one
gun,
just to kind of a little novelty
I
having
like
this.
the brand new gun smell.
I'm sorry?
I said if you want a brand new gun, I like the brand new gun smell.
Yeah, yeah. I like having Glocks with the factory grease and all that. Nice, and then it kind of goes away over time. And unfortunately, I'm in a position now where my one of my 19s has started to rust on the slide, which sucks. Yeah, but that's life, I guess.
What kind of coating is that? Is that the
So
Gen 4 or Gen 3?
it's the Gen 4, but it's the revised Gen 4 coating. So hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, so Gen 4s have two different types of coating, right? So this is the 22, and I don't know if you can see it. This is kind of a slick coating. It's like Teflon almost.
Yeah.
And this gun, I've carried it some, but it looks like factory new. I've shot it several hundred rounds, but it looks factory new. And this is one of my 19s. This is the one I basically keep in the safe. You can see it's kind of got a matte finish. It's not nearly as shiny. You can see fingerprints all over it.
Yeah.
And the one that's rusting is the same coating as this. Or
Can
same
you
finish.
see that? I don't know. Yeah, there you go. It's that Teflon coating on the FDE.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what my 22 has, but it's not what my 19 have.
But
And
my 30S has that like slick kind of black. It's not Teflon, but I don't know if any of my Glocks have that coating DB's talking about, like that shitty spray paint can.
I mean, that's basically what it looks like. It's let me see if I can get some better light.
Maybe the 41 has it, because there is little scratches, but you can see them in a. Oh shit.
Yeah, it seems like this coating is a little more prone to scratching. It's fingerprints all over mine. I mean, like I said, it's not
Oh, there.
my preferred coating.
You see those scratches?
Oh
on
yeah,
top?
yeah, you're right there behind the
I mean, you
side.
can only see them in certain light, and you can kind of rub it down and make it look nice for a little while, but it goes back to looking like scratched up
Yeah,
in certain light.
I mean,
So I can't tell if this is the same coating as on the 30S or not. I don't know.
well, if you look on every forum ever, people will tell you that. Well, I guess every Glock forum ever, people tell you Glocks don't rust, but I can say from first-hand experience that they can. And I don't know, I may just get it refinished and just move on with my life, but so frustrating.
Yeah, I want to get this slide on this 41 Cerakoted anyway. I kind of like it. I don't know. I have a Nibex Glock too, but
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I have the nickel boron Glock 19,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are nice.
and the nickel boron on those slides, it kind of oxidizes. You can keep it clean, but it'll kind of get hazy and dark after a little while, and it just doesn't clean off. It doesn't come off because it's the nickel. Some people I've seen where they have a part of the slide pressed up against their body all day, and there'll be like a straight line going through their slide of blackness on the back, and then the rest of it's nickel boron.
Yeah, I mean the holster I use with mine is it's supposed to have like a sweat guard or whatever, but it's in one situation find where like the front of lines, I mean, it's not nickel boron, it's this regular coating, but and the front of my slide looks great, and then like the closer you get to the back, the dirtier it looks, and it's I don't know, it's kind of gross.
Yeah, I like that Nivex coating when I first got it, but I'm not too sure I like it. I don't know if I would buy another one, another Glock with that coating on it. The good thing is like I can key it up and then send it back to WMD, and they'll refinish it for free.
Hmm.
It's got like a lifetime warranty or something.
Hmm. So when is this next chat coming out? So it's Friday, yeah, Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Are we still on air on gun channels?
I don't know. I can check.
I never refresh the page.
Yeah, pre-chat lobby, still up. So I don't know when they're gonna transition it.
Did Robbie get his 34 refinished by somebody? Like Diamond Dust? Is that a third-party coating? Diamond Dallas Page coating? Is that a wrestler Glock?
I haven't heard that name in a while. It's funny.
Diamond Dust. That must be fancy. That's like the Vegas Strip Glock I was talking about the other night. Glitter and TFOs. It's going to be awesome.
This is so I found the MSDS page for Diamond Dust. It's a clear, sparkly, glitter, shiny material that adds a stylish, decorative flair to most any paint or coating. Huh.
Oh, flare.
I'm not sure if this is the same thing that they're talking about, but
I got products where I work that are called like Diamond Dust and Crushed Diamond. It's just a color.
hmm.
Yeah, I want to get the slide on my 41 done a different color. I just haven't decided what color. It's hard to pick when you can't see them in person. I can see pictures of them on the internet, and the Cerakote website is just showing me like kind of like cartoon versions of the color. So
I know there are some sites, and I'm not sure if Cerakote's one of them or not, but some sites will bring, or I guess will provide pictures from customer guns where you can kind of see what it will look like. And I remember I was looking at like a white coating, and they had a Glock 26, I think it was, that basically the entire gun was coated in this coating, and it looked really odd. I don't know if I would want a white Glock.
oh, all white.
Yeah, it looked like a stormtrooper pistol or something.
Ralph made one of those.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it was a 26, but he's got a picture of it somewhere. I was going to do that to my 30S and make like a Stormtrooper Glock, but I decided against it. seen Ralph's. One of us carried FDE Glocks, and it's Cerakote, and it wears off. It seems like it's wearing off where he holsters it by the trigger guard.
Mm.
I don't like that. So
Yes. So I've done some research, and it seems like Cerakote's probably one of the better aftermarket finishes. But
I believe that for the slide and the metal parts, but
yeah,
for polymer, I don't think I'll ever get Cerakote, the polymer
Right.
Cerakote.
it's all right.
Alright, well, I'm going to end this. About 4 minutes to 10, so
Say it one more time. I can't hear you. It's raining here. It's loud.
I'll do this next week too.
Okay, sounds good.
Hopefully there'll be more people joining earlier, more East
Yeah.
Coasters. Don't be scared. Alright, see you guys.